Right, Charlie Austin, good morning to you. Manchester United did actually get a lot of praise for their performance despite the defeat. They have spent a lot of money this summer at one end of the pitch. Is their failure to have not sorted the goalkeeping position costing them already?
I think so. Yes, only after the one game, but as you look at it, it's something that's been spoke about with Manchester United for a while now. It's last year going through Onana's not the goalie for them. It's not that type of player. But now they need to get someone in because, again, it's proven on Super Sunday that let mistakes happen. They lost 1-0 and that's it. I think the alarming thing is as well, you can look at it first and think, the goalie, is it a foul? But you can notice by the reaction of the United players, no one are protesting, no one's going to the referee asking for a foul. So I think that's a position for me that United really need to strengthen and go out for, because ultimately, if they keep leaking goals, they ain't going to win no games.
If they don't buy a new goalkeeper, do they stick with Altay Bayindir or do they put Andre Onana back in?
I think the Onana side is gone. I think they've kind of parked that one. The manager's parked that and they stick with the goalie now. But if they do, these are going to be the conversations that continue and happening, because are they strong enough to be Manchester United number one? That's the big question, Tom. As you think about it, Manchester United are still a massive football club, and yes, at the top end of the pitch, they're known to having big players, big goal scorers. But you got to understand also, United are known to having big number ones, and recently and for many years now, they just simply haven't.
Well, Sky is partnering with Fanalyst, an app where passionate fans known as fanalysts share their opinions on their club. Today, we're joined by Manchester United fanalist KG. Right, KG, good morning to you. I know it was defeat in the opening match for Manchester United, but did you find many positives from it regardless?
Yeah, I definitely find a lot of positives, but, we never knew was playing Stoke Alona. We never knew was playing Mikel Pulis. We went in against a side that, again, set-piece FC, and Man United really struggle with that. But then I saw a performance where I can say we can definitely grow off, but we have an issue with the goalkeeper. That's something that can't be denied. And I like our third choice keeper more than the rest. I'm a big fan of Tom Heaton more than Onana and Bayindir. Same issues.
KG, listen, I understand what you're saying. I've known Tom and played, and Tom's been there for years, but as much as you're a big fan of him being third choice, there's no way he can be Manchester United's number one.
Why not?
No, come on.
You've seen the issues. You've seen the issues with Onana.
I've seen the issues, of course, but it's like if Manchester United spend that money at the top end of the pitch, this is not something that's new where Manchester United know they've had a problem in goal. Go and spend the money up there. They need a goalkeeper now. You said you've been Man United fan. Number one at Manchester United has been strong, pivotal position. Schmeichel, Evan van der Sar. Now all of a sudden, that's how far we're going back. David De Gea.
I would love.
But now
you're right. But
we're having this debate about a goalie. You haven't got a goalie in there, and that's a big position for Man United.
I agree with you. Donnarumma's available, but we've been sacking tea ladies and stuff. We got rid of a lot of people. Right now, I don't know if the finances are there. We bought in Sesko, bought in Mbumo, bought in Cunha.
I don't think you can say that anymore. Manchester United can't say that the finances there. You just name 3 players there, big money, and then all of a sudden the finances are not there. We went from sacking tea ladies to then spending over 100 million plus on 3 players. I'm not sure Man United can go with that one for much
KG,
longer.
Do you think, because there are players who are available for transfer at Manchester United who aren't going to feature, do you think that potentially Ruben Amorim is waiting to make sure that they are sold and then will use that money on a goalkeeper? And is that what he should do?
Well, listen, the last I heard about players trying to leave was Jadon Sancho that are screaming for freedom in the comment section. He didn't get out there. Rasmus Højlund wants to stay. Everyone's asking to stay at Man. No one wants to leave the club because the finances are so good. Man United can't afford to have all these players at the club and they're not getting played. Anthony's still there. We're really struggling in terms of getting rid of players. I think when we finally get rid of a player, we can bring in a goalkeeper. Donnarumma's the one that I would love to bring in. It makes all the sense in the world, but I haven't heard any links of Man United going for this player unless you lot know anything.
I think that's the biggest thing. Donnarumma suits that perfectly for Manchester United, but what a massive error United have made, not only on Sancho, Højlund, etc., but for many, even Anthony's still there, the big money they're getting paid, and they're not playing. If you're getting paid that money and you're at Manchester United, you want to be playing. No wonder they don't want to leave, or they're going to leave on loan. They're not going to just leave their money behind. But I just think now you look at Højlund not in the squads. I think that his time will be up and he'll be gone. Manchester United made
We were good though. To give us credit, Man United played better than I expected. We put on a big fight.
Big show.
I thought Mbumo. Go ahead.
No, I said a big show, and I think United will play worse than they did yesterday and pick up points as well.
That's it.
And that's football, right? I think United will play worse along the season and pick up more points. Yesterday, they played well. I think we're saying they played well because of how poorly they did last year. I think that is what it is. I think that's where we're at. And you kind of
Sounds like you want to put us in the top 4. It sounds like you want to put us in the top 4.
Manchester United. I think they'll be lucky. Top half is where Man United should be looking at. Top 4 is way out the equation, KG. I love your enthusiasm, but the way over the top. Top 4 is not happening for Man United.
I'm not going to ignore the comment at the start, KG. What did you say? Stokey?
Okolona Mikel Pulis.
Right.
That's what he should be called.
Okay,
It's a disgrace.
But it was effective, and it worked just like it was at Stoke under Tony Pulis. It did work, so would you have preferred it the other way round?
Look, you want to win these games. You do want to, I can't hate and say, win ugly, they say. But then Arsenal, them playing like that, it's a bit embarrassing. All that was missing was the towel. I was looking for Rory Delap. I thought long throws on a throw-in, they're darting into the box. All these things are not reminiscent with an Arsenal side.
But is that not,
there is so.
But KG, are we not? Is that not highlight? Maybe they've highlighted a weakness. Yeah, we can say it's the first game. Highlighted a weakness. Can we just put the balls in the box? The keeper's not going to come for it. First, let's whip the ball underneath the bar. Keeper's not going to come for it. He's not very strong. Like, you have to look it up that way. So I understand what you're saying. Are they like Stoke? No, I just think you've got to give Arteta credit there and be like, do you know what, their weakness...
I'm not giving him no credit. I don't want to credit him at all.
Oh, OK, well, they come away with the 3 points and once again, you got beat at home.
He makes a fair point.
It's a bit of salt. It's a bit of salt.
Charlie, as a striker yourself, how surprised were you when you saw the team sheet and Benjamin Sesko wasn't on it? And what did you make of Harry Maguire pushing up at the end to get that equaliser?
2 ways. I think as with Sesko not playing, you can understand he's only just come in, but they spent the money. So it's like, why don't you just throw him in there? First home game of the season. Fans get all excited.
Long enough? In your experience, has he had long enough to get a start?
As a centre forward, you're like, yeah, I want to start. On a personal, you think, yeah, I want to say, paid me the money. But to integrate with the team, maybe not. I think more as you look at it, it was crying out for the number 9. Cunha and Bremo were good, but they were crying out to have a number 9 in there. I think the laughing side of it still to Manchester United is, like you said, Harry Maguire's coming off the bench, who is a centre-half, to go up front at the end. So as much as we go on about...
And he'd be very good at defending those long balls in that KG was talking about.
KG said about the Arsenal playing like Stoke and all. No, that's how they think it could be effective. We win the game here by putting balls in the box. They're not strong enough at the back. Because they haven't got a Maguire who's just bait the ball in the air, he's going to head everything. And then all of a sudden, to chasing the game and he goes and plays up front. For me, at times, Ruben Amorim, I question some of his decisions, I really do.
KG, were you surprised when you saw that Sesko was on the bench?
Not really. I followed the team on pre-season and I know that he's very cautious, the manager. He waited 2 games before Mbumo came in on pre-season, and that's against lower sides in the Premier League, West Ham, Bournemouth. So once I saw that, I kind of had a feeling that he's not going to force him in. We should have done it, though. I think we paid a bit too... Ruben showed Arsenal a bit too much respect. Even not starting Ahmad, I felt was a bit of a shame because we was getting change from the defenders as well. So Man United, we gave them a bit too much respect when we should have went for it. Maybe started with Sesko and then made a change later would have been smarter, but this is shoulda, woulda, coulda.
KG, you know, I watched the game yesterday and I'm thinking Bruno Fernandes was coming too deep. I didn't like him when he gets the ball off the back 4, off the goalkeeper. I think he's almost ineffective there to a degree. He's trying to hit them longer passes. He's way better up the top end of the pitch, kind of having that free roll, etc. I just think United now, as much as Casemiro is a top player, don't win 5 Champions Leagues and not be a top player.
Yeah.
That's also a position they need to cement down. Give Bruno Fernandes the freedom to play at the top end of the pitch. And if Mbuemo, Cunha, Fernandes and Sesko can all link up, United are solid. But
I'd say
we're
something
talking the
different on that
goalie
Bruno
and the
one,
middle.
you know?
Go on.
I'd say something different on the Bruno one. I like the fact that he wasn't trying to be the hero and he left it to the likes of Cunha and Mbumo. I think what we're looking for, there's obviously we're linked to Belay, but that's not going to pan out. But Man United do need a linchpin right next to Bruno, and we could do more. I think I love Adam Wharton because that would be a brilliant player to go in next to him as well. Like, one thing for sure is they had Zubimendi, Erdegaard, and Declan Rice. We won the midfield battle. And I wasn't expecting that because I thought Bruno in that position is not going to work. He's not disciplined. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I liked what I saw. First game of the season, though, so people are going to try harder.
But even him dropping back, though, even him, did you like him dropping back and getting the ball off the back four? Do you not think he should be playing higher up the pitch? Would you prefer would you prefer him on the ball in their half of the pitch more than obviously in your own half?
It's weird because Amorim's gone all out to keep this player. I thought I would have liked him in the 10, but he's obviously seen something different. And it's one of those ones when you're going to try and trust the manager, and it's hard to do. Obviously, we're in 15th and we lost a lot of games last season, but he's decided Bruno is this guy deeper. Let's see how it plays out. I think Bruno can be a bit more devastating as the season goes on. This is the first time the whole team was on the pitch at the end of the game, how he wants it to go with Ugarte. I just don't think Ugarte might be the best partner for him because he can't progress the ball as good as other players in that position.
Charlie said that he thinks Manchester United's aim might be to finish in the top half. What do you think?
I'm going for Europa. I'm going for a cheeky Europa. If we can edge in Champions League, if we could, I wouldn't mind. I would love to
KG, just quickly, if you edge into the Champions League, right, and I know you said if we edge, who misses out then? Whose place are you taking?
Oh, Stoke Alona, Arsenal, get rid of them. They have they can't take that brand of football into Europe. It's a disgrace.